retests. I knew it. I knew it. You were just pulling all our chins. Yeah, and you just revived it.
Speaking of
Hey,
I mean, look
Strange.
at the chart. I'm literally drawing it for you before it happens. You can't get better than that. It
Strange,
just
are you
doesn't
looking
happen.
along? Are you looking along Bitcoin based on that cattail and it hitting that target?
Strings? Oh, strings.
What?
It's the 59 595, bro. You got it on, you have the line on your chart. And it could be anything above that, just not below it. Okay, now we're gonna try what? Right ear down for this next cat. Of course, I gave you a blown up version of it.
Are you streaming Turbo's deal? Oh, okay.
No.
entertainment purposes only.
Yeah,
Or
whatever they
mortgage the
see.
house.
Whatever they see, just flip your chart and look for it on the inverted chart. That's all. That's my advice. Yeah.
Oh. So Turbo says mortgage the house and buy Bitcoins, right?
No.
That's
Clips,
my job.
we're looking right now to pin a bottom. That's my game right now. And what you want to start seeing is what I drew here. Regardless
All
of the
B for
size
the
of it.
bottom.
I'm going to
He
nail you
knows
the
where the
bottom.
bottom is.
Who?
Ooh.
Who has B's number?
B's number?
Yeah, not B's nuts. His
Yeah.
number.
No. Um,
Just give him a call and he will tell you where the bottom is. He's a good sniper.
Spy to 200 then, right?
just remember what I told you. You don't pass these targets, you're doing a right ear down. Boom. And then you gotta wait again. But if it draws the way I drew it, you're starting to find a bottom.
If you want to, I feel I got the antidote. Listen to this thing I just put in general. You feel like, wow, what an idiot. It's almost there.
Never.
It's almost there.
Never.
Almost there. Oh, well, listen to it. You'll be like, damn.
You didn't put shit in general.
Almost there. It's almost there. It's
Oh,
at the 5. Almost.
myself? No, not at all. I'm on BTC. I'm waiting for my form to form.
Are you streaming?
No, he's not.
I
No,
don't
you're not.
see the stream.
Get it together.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Go together.
Get together right now. On Joules chart.
Market advice.
Mm-hmm. Nailed this cat now. This could be your
Bet double that to come out. $28.
just trust the cat. Look at this. Yeah. Look, just look. Just look. First bottoming cat that's visible now. Just talked about this. You're gonna start forming cats. Body's gonna shrink if you're on your bottom. Now we want this one to be positive. Start. Look. Wave. Hold on. 1, 2, 3 would be the tail passing the right ear. So obviously, if 3 doesn't do it right away, it's invalidated. Cat continues to test. No, I mean, if you want, but not at all. Your chart is perfect. You're fine. You're more macro. I'm more mini right now. Just trying to find the bottom, trying to find a reversal on it. Yeah, I observe more than anything now. I'm getting more and more to your level of trading, let's say, like higher time frames. But in these volatile moments, I do like to follow it on the small time frames to try and start to see a break of structure. But you didn't trade
Yeah.
it.
Turbo's been looking at macro time frames a lot more lately.
But you didn't
we're
trade
at
it.
we're at a macro target, so that's why he's on the smaller time frames, is because with the DNA, then you can expect that to spill frames. So yeah, I think it's
What'd you say, OG?
Nothing.
I didn't hear it. It was muffled.
So what about the opposing RNA? But
Mm-hmm.
Ah, good point.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So you're finding a bottom, meaning you're just, you're not breaking lower lows on a 1 minute. Whereas you're in a channel. All right. So your channel ends up breaking. Hold on. Just so you could see it, we're just going to do a rough channel here. Perfect. All right. So as long as your tests, retests in these consolidation areas, for me, don't pitch a tail, you're still going down. And you can see the fractal happening like this. This one clearly didn't pitch a tail. That's your cat. You come down and you do another one. Now he pitched his tail. He went past the right ear. That's the first sign. But you want to see a proper cat. You don't want to have lingering behind. You do an Adam and Eve. Boom. That's your cat again right here. So we're looking for that on a micro, and we want to see a repeat of it. We don't want it to fade away. And the easiest way to do it by removing everything is just pattern recognition. You come from a low, you always have one on top as well that can show you the future. Did this one pass the right ear? No, tail failed. So you're going to go down now. When you're going down, you're forming another cat right here on the 32nd. We're on a 1 minute, remember. So Elliott wave, one wave, another wave, a much bigger wave. And of course, when you zoom out, a much bigger one. All the same. Intro wave right here. Same wave here. Everything gets distorted here because the chart's inverted. Same move. There's your cat right here. Tail. Boom. It hit the right ear. Yes, you're going down. Boom. Do you see your cat? He's right here. Has it pitched a tail that brought you above 61.7 right here? Nope. Well, until you pass this, there's no break of trend because the same channels I showed you before, you come here, you break the right ear, you try to get out of the channel, you bounce above, continuation. You get back below into the channel, well, you just entered a whole different pattern that maybe eventually we could talk about. Boom, it's called the backwards cat. And he's everywhere. So it's just fibs, Elliott waves, and flipping your chart. There's your cats when you flip it. Boom, boom, 1, 2. Always waves, man. This one was 2 of them. This is another one, right? So look where we're at. We're in a squeeze. We're in our final moments of this move. This is your wick on a much bigger formation, which, since your viewers never saw it, you guessed it. Another one there, another one here. Wick is the end of your move. Back down. This is all inverted. That's why I believe we're going up. We have not passed. Well, actually. No, we have not passed the boom right here. Look how close we are. If we pass this target, this is your hit. If we don't double top, well, double bottom at 56,475, hold your horses. We're going probably very quickly to 50K. And the whole thing will be over again. Same thing. We don't hit any higher, it's gonna bull runs back. It's gonna be beautiful. But yeah, don't be fooled. That's it, man. That was a lot of airtime. Thank you, Jules. If you're still there. Yeah. So this is what we've been doing in this group. Some of us, we've been following this bad boy on the inverted. We saw him repeat right here. And when we saw that he got his right ear hit, we were like, at this point, doesn't really matter. Oh, you're going to probably push the tail on the bigger one. Here we are today, pitching the tail. Did I'd already given you the future here? This is your target. Remember, the little one, this little guy here, did he? Just remember how much higher he went. This is your right ear. This is your right ear. Tail to this right ear is tail. This right ear. This is the move we're on. Even if we climb, boom, like this, just like it shows right here, look what comes after. Well, imagine that happens for this guy. We're scaling up the wave. It happens here. We have our first like this. We get a huge move. And then we start over again. Womp, womp, boom. And now we're playing in this zone. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, it's insane. And here he is on your weekly. If you think I'm crazy, he's right here.
Don't use YouTube, guys.
Yeah, like I'd hate to break it to you, but we're on this move. That's my opinion, of course. We're right here. The symmetry, you could most of the time take it on the middle of an apparent W, if that would be the easiest way to pin something, like here. So your move down gets copied with your move up, and you could take that and you could back test it by putting a simple bar pattern, and you can't go this way. So you have to copy it. Sorry, you have to flip it. Here we go. And then you can see that your run gives you some type of consolidation and areas where here you can match your run backwards. Okay. And then those form W's. So the same can be said here. Your run up will be your run down. The scale of it only matters with precise targets, because you don't know for sure where it's going to hit, but you can always put a future fib, knowing that consolidation areas on the macro have hit 0.5s over and over, and using that as a reference. So the same way as we do that here, we do it for your future fibs here, right? You could see them. Okay. Because everything that happens on the right side up happens on the inverted. It's a okay. Okay, perfect. So let's take the craziest. Take a top of, so we're gonna pretend your chart is normal now, okay? It's inverted, but yeah. Because it's hard to see this guy happening for me on a right side up chart when I'm in an area where I've hit something like a beautiful support, like right here, right? Somewhere where we've hit hard. And I don't know yet if I'm going to pass the 0.5 of that range. All right. So you can see the range on the right side up chart from 69 down to 32. What I do know is that when I get a 0.5 rejection, if I see an inverted cat, so we're going to go back inverted, and he looks like this, and he's above his 0.5 range, he's probably the dominant chart. And once he starts pitching his tail and he passes the right ear, I don't want to be charting right side up anymore, because now I'm going to say, hey, look, I'll show it to you. Hey, we're going to go to hell. And then I'm going to put it inverted again. And I'm going to notice that we're never going to go to hell, because you're not passing key points. It's much easier to see, because when you scale it, those key points are also your 0.5s. Do you see? So knowing all of that, there is an inverted chart playing and there is a right side up chart playing. It really puts you just more in a comfort zone, knowing that as long as he's not, in this case, going all the way back up to here, right? The top of the right ear. Your bull run is on. The bull run is inverted. That's all I can tell you. It's a cat's ass down on a massive cat. That's your bull run. Anytime you see a normal cat that does not pass the scalp line, your run's over. And look, we're here again. So I know that I'm much more comfortable seeing it on an inverted. That's my macro. My macro has always, for me, not always, but a year now, been like, oh my Lord, we're going to have such a run. Well, here we are. And here we are. It's a W. We love W's. Well, we have your W here. So much easier for me to see. If we form a cat now, like this one, over here, again, it's going to hurt. I just don't think that we're there. I think we're here. Hold on. Here we passed it. Something like this. Then that. Does that make sense? Never gonna make sense. You have to be in my mind. It's this. That's your W. This is this. And so on. But there's a much bigger fractal behind it. So how do you hit bottoms? Because you have charts like this. Let's show it to you. It's your backwards cat. You'd never be able to see this like this. All it shows you is, what are these called? The halvings. What are these halvings? Each halving is that cat on an inverted. You start your halving. You print a beautiful one. Bam. You print your next one. Bam. Look. Remember the cat with the short ass that needs to do his tail? Look. Look how it starts to change. No more bam. Oh shit. This guy gets his tail. You're cooked, right? Well, this guy, double bottom. Continuation. See how you're starting it again? Always test, retest. Boom. Always just test, retest. Test, retest, body. Boom. Again. Look, you're going to get to a bottom. You're going to see the same shit. Boom. Look. Again. 1, 2. No more boom. Next one. Next one. If your big one get his fucking tail yet? No. We have a ways to go, right? Do you really think we're going to go there? Like in the hundreds? No. Back to the macro. W. Fail. Bull run. That's where you're getting your targets from, Joules. However you're seeing it, that goes super ballistic. It's already on the charts. Right here. Anyways. Turn it down. It's just probably the bandwidth or something. Yeah, get rid of my chart. This is just not something you want to see on Bitcoin. What a horrible pattern. Oh my God. Oh, let's invert it for this. Back to normal. Yeah, I don't know, but don't touch it right now. Please. Don't buy anything at the moment. We're gonna go down in about 1 minute. Yeah,
Wait, don't buy
that's it.
anything here?
No.
Huh?
Well, that's the target.
I think it's kind of important here to also differentiate between people who are trading micro versus macro. If you're looking at
Yes.
a longer time frame versus the 1 minute chart, it's very different on buying opportunities.
Yes. Absolutely.
So what does that mean, Jules? Are you buying? Let's go.
59,595. And I know we talked about it before. It's not magic. We discussed it. You and I just before. But just believe in it. That's the hit. And if it goes below, well, it's a different ballgame, man. I mean, we're so damn close. We've been talking about this. Sorry, I have the hiccups. I'm trying to hold it back.
I just bought some more BTC right here.
It's like it's so close. Like it's the end of the dip. I am hoping, but we'll see.
Okay, yeah. So Bitcoin.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
USDT dominance still climbing.
I still just want to say there's still just the difference between what you were saying, Jules, and what Turbo is saying. Because Turbo's saying, don't buy here yet. And you're saying, but I've already bought. But I still think it might go a little bit lower. So it's like you can't say that it's the same for you both ways, micro and macro, because if you're looking to buy a little bit lower, then it's technically not, you know? No, I know. But
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. The difference is Turbo is saying don't buy yet because he's looking super macro.
super
Yep.
macro, like
Yeah.
this, little lower low here.
That was beautiful little sweep.
Yeah, 15, fucking 59. That's so close. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah.
We're playing a game.
And
I
we
know,
get
but
that,
that's the
but your YouTube viewers might not. That was my point.
Oh, so just to clarify, we were saying before that we're gonna play a game like where today we're gonna snipe the exact bottom, and so we put a target at 60,000, 59,595. So just to say that for all the views that weren't there, it's just we're playing a little, try to snipe the bottom game right now.
Leverage your spot.
Anything?
How about $100?
Yeah. You know, you wanted high time frames. I jumped from like a 1 minute to a weekly, and well, mostly a 1 hour. But just remember, USDT dominance is on a retest of the 200 EMA that it failed from and gave us our run, or whatever. Didn't give us the run, but you know what I'm saying. While it did that, we ran. So now we're back at
It gave us the runs.
well, now we're back at the 200. So if it was to
It gave us
reject
the runs, meaning it shit itself.
USDT dominance, yes, did that. And right now, if we're back on that retest, that's also because the 200 was the right ear before.
I thought you were talking about crypto.
I'm talking
Not
about
typical
USDT.
dominance. Sorry, I just got back on.
I'm talking about USDT dominance and it retesting the 200 EMA and completing a cat. It would be a great place for Bitcoin to start turning around. And we're going to see that on Bitcoin on the 1 and 5 minute before anything. Because we already know dominance past the right ear. Typically, that's not a good sign.
But when do we buy?
Well,
I'll tell you that in probably less than 10 minutes. This cat has to pass his ear, man. You know the fucking drill, okay? That's your cat we talked about. This is the cat behind it. First cat pitched and hit his ear. Second cat did not because he formed a bigger one. This is your bigger cat right here. This is your tail. You need to pass 60,350, we'll call it, or 60 here. If not, down again, has to hold the 0.5, make your next cat, and it has to pitch above the right ear. If not, we're not turning around. Just gonna keep going, inching lower and lower. And when you do that, it forms another 45-degree pitch. And you know what happens on those, Mr. Trago? You fall.
Just like last bear run.
And I mean, I legit, we looked at the chart and we said crash cat brings you to a level until you see the diminished move. You're not going to be turning around. On the bear run, we went down 3 times like that until it was finally the floor. Ah, look at that. Are we getting and
Buy.
oh my god.
And it's gone.
No. It's out. Boom. All right. Second successful cat. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Now your next target's right here. It's just like a puzzle. Where's the goddamn line? Where is the damn? What am I doing?
I don't know.
Here? Horizontal line. So now your next target is, as long as you don't pass 61,046, you're gonna just be on a backwards pattern of this. So it does that, and then it interrupts the 0.5, and then you can start seeing. All right, cool. Target hit. You'll see. Beautiful. So this cat's complete. Did he actually break it? I mean, he really didn't break it. Yes, go. Now.
What seems bullish still is that even though Bitcoin's dipping, you do have like, at least on Coinbase, you have like 3/4 or at least 1/3 of the trading pairs green on the day.
Hmm.
So even with Bitcoin sinking, I'm wondering if that's on Binance Perps too, if a lot of these altcoins are green for the day. Some of
Okay,
these
now
took a
we
big
passed
shit,
it.
man.
All right, dude. All right. That's a target hit.
This is bad.
Cat's growing. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. I just found. Nah. Just found something else.
No, don't go to those yet, OG.
Don't go to that dark
Come on.
place.
Let's just see if we can pass target 2 here. Theoretically, you want this first, let's say, cat to have a good move. You want to break out of this for the next cat to form, which will be an angular one at this point. It won't be flat. So you're doing the face of the next cat, right? In this tail. Left ear is already in. Right here. I mean, I would have wanted him to go a little higher than this. But it's not what I want. It says it broke it. So I don't care what happens here. It's positive. And that's number 2. So diminished ass down, move up.
Yeah, at some point you have to have some big buyers that are looking to buy in around the 60K level.
Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah,
Everybody called party.
We haven't been
Yeah.
there since what, early May, so over a month. You would think people have been waiting to get an opportunity to buy back in at 60.
Yeah, but then you also have to think about all the people who are waiting at 15 thinking that it's going to 9. You know? So
Mm.
you're gonna people who are gonna miss out on it because they're waiting for it to go lower.
Oh, for sure. There's probably people with buy orders at 55K, just waiting for that 56.5 to get swept. I may never get those filled.
Yep. That's the problem.
You fucking
Wait, have you seen
pissing on our
Joules'?
parades. Holy
Have you
crap,
seen
that's a big
Joules' fucking
mosquito.
Solana trades? It's probably a good idea.
Oh, damn. Okay, try number 2 on Bitcoin. Come on. That, I think, is your right ear. Coming right up.
Let's go reclaim that London high of 63K.
It's a little early, Trago.
Dude, even with me buying these dips, my average on Bitcoin is at 65,700
Damn.
on spot. So I'm negative $166 in that position, which is fine. And then my average on Doge is 14 cents.
Ethereum.
I've been buying on Chainlink.
I think Ethereum has a little more to go, man. Maybe I'm being greedy, but like 3,100 looks like a great area for a bounce.
We need to pass.
Mm-hmm. The ETF? Oh, yeah.
Probably quit trading Ethereum.
Is that when it
So-
went from like proof of stake to, or went from proof of work to proof of stake or some vice versa, whatever? Yeah.
So Bitcoin.
And the RSI on the 15-minute is making higher lows. This price has been making these lower lows. This is the lowest on the RSI has been since August of last year.
Right. What do you think the chances of this happening are?
And that was when it went back down to 25K. That was when it broke that 16K trend line. It dipped back below 30 on the RSI, and we're at 25. So it's been almost a year since we've been this low on the RSI on the daily.
It's the death fractal, OG.
Yeah. What do you think the chances of that happening are?
I'll tell you if we don't hold this area.
I don't know, dude.
And back below the
Happened
0.5.
before the market, so
That'd be dangerous.
why? It happened exactly like that before last time. It just
OG,
looked
what
fake.
did I tell you about being aggressive in here? Oh my god, I have a big fat mosquito chasing me. I'm getting the shivers just seeing the size of this thing. Where did he go? Yeah, man, I need to snap a picture of this thing. If it gets me, it's gonna be. Where did it go? I'm getting
Say,
out of
come
here.
here,
I'll be
Turbo.
right
Give me
back.
a little kiss, eh?
I gotta zoom out so I could find them. Yeah, I'll be back in like 4 or 5 minutes or something. I don't think I've been up off my chair since 11. Ow. Can you hear me cracking? Oh, that's not cracking. That's my lighter. I'll be right back. Please don't go anywhere.
Man, my wife took me to a fucking Alanis Morissette concert, dude, and I got like one of her songs stuck in my head.
Yeah, I get a
Dude,
little
she's
hood.
pretty hot, man, for being like 50. Dude, okay, so just picture like a 50-year-old woman and just being in good shape with like, it looks like she's really taking really good care of her hair. Like, you'd bang her. Yeah, like a long face. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think I
Like,
kind of had that Liv Tyler type look, you know, with the big mouth.
yeah.
I don't think so.
What's up?
So every time, so I posted ever since we got down to 16K on that FTX crash, every time we've dipped under 30 on the RSI, has been an explosive movement to the upside.
Did we just go into 30?
Yeah, on the daily. Normal settings. $2022 November.
Are you now telling me that you're super bullish 7 days after my day?
What was your day? Oh, the 17th?
Don't even.
17th on the weekly.
Oh my god, here we go.
What's up, OG?
What up?
No, I was just
I
saying.
don't think anybody's been hyper bearish either. I think most people have just been realistic with what they see.
Most people have been indecisive with all the volatility.
I've been pretty bearish.
I was bearish until we reached 59.5K.
Oh, did we get down to 59.5K recently?
Yeah,
I've
just
been
above it.
away all morning.
I was going to ask you,
I
Strings, are you
literally
looking to buy
freaking called it.
Bitcoin here or no?
Ooh,
I'm not so much interested in Bitcoin right now. I'm more interested in Doge and Ethereum, but I did buy, yeah.
Okay.
but we broke
I'm-
down out of that descending triangle.
I'm not buying any more fucking Doge until we get to like under 10 cents. I'll hold this 14-cent average. Fuck it.
Well, if we pass my expected buy area, I look for support on my red lines. Yep.
Yeah, my angular stopped it dead in its tracks.
Even Doge in the daily, when it breaks below 30 on the RSI, it has some explosive movements to the upside.
They're putting it in general chart. All right, so I put my chart up in general. We're at the lows. We're at the expected lows. I'm gonna have to update my Twitter.
Ban them.
Banned.
So what is okay? So you have all these other angular lines here that really aren't part of the narrative that you're trying to say. This is why it's at the low. So what are you trying to say here? Just because it's the most
Those are
likely low, because why?
Those are possibilities. That's just where I really think it's going to start holding support. Because that was the official breakout, essentially. Because that's where everything crossed.
But I mean, your lines are saying that you think that it could bounce anywhere from 40K to 60K. That's too wide of a range to even be worth it.
Oh no, let me zoom out so you can get the whole picture. Because if that's the small ass range you're looking at, it's not enough.
20K range isn't big enough.
Yeah, strings, you dummy.
It could bounce from anywhere from 15K to 60K, bro.
No, that's just the paths. That's those 3 red lines are the paths it might take to the 30. So that ultimate low line, once those downward trends cross that line, we should be up again, or changing direction again.
You can't trade off of that though, because
You can.
if you're sitting on a line that's at 60K and you're like, oh, here we are, this is the line I'm buying, and then it goes down to one of your other lines at like 30K, then you're down 50%.
Yeah, I buy more at the bottom. I could sell in the middle, save some to buy at the bottom. The original thing was if we lose 59, maybe 58.5, 59K, really 59K. That's as much as I'll hold it. At that point, I'm looking at the 30s. I'm looking at the 40s. I'm expecting it to really start getting momentum on the downward. This is a buying opportunity, but it's also a possibility that you're buying a dropping knife. So I have an 8% range from that 65 down to 60. So what, we're like 3%, 4% down to my stop loss at this point. So I would buy to that point and call it. Take a 4% risk for what, 50% to 100% reward.
I would be a much bigger fan of Matches' charts if you could have one line, maybe two, but one line that kind of is representative of your thesis of where you're looking to buy, where you think things could turn around. But I can't with the laser show. Yeah.
I don't know what the laser show is. There's 3 lines to see where we might catch support at the worst case scenario, or that will go down along. There's where I think we're actually going to hold, and there's a channel, and then you have the target area.
Yeah, but only one of those trend lines is going to be relevant. It will only turn around at one.
The yellow
within
one,
one
the
trend.
most likely lows that we've reached. So the expected buy is to 59. Is worst case scenario, I'm out. But right here, I expect that these are the areas you should be buying.
Then you should take those
50-50
other
chance.
lines out
Why?
because it looks like a game of pickup sticks.
Yeah, but the other lines might come into play. It all depends if we lose this. So if we lose this, why wouldn't I want to already have the lines there to point out to me where my next expected buy should be instead of trying to buy up in the middle of that?
It's fine, man. It would if it works for
if
you, it works for you.
Look, if you wanted to break it down this way and say that most likely our ultimate lows might be somewhere between 25 and 35, essentially I've picked 3 spots that I'm willing to buy along those along that channel.
What is this the last time we see the 50s, man?
And you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and give you an exact number and date because I don't know when the chart will be at those points exactly.
What is the last time seeing the 50s though? What if we don't get no more 50 after this?
I don't want to get no more 50. I think 59, we need to hold that. But right now we've gotten down to
You can really go to 57.5 and still be able to make it.
57.5. You might be right, but I don't see it there. So unless that could be one of my support lines there, but once we start losing this area here, I'm not looking for support until we get down to the 47,000 area.
Oh yeah.
You got to break 57 like 5 though to lose the floor right now anyway.
I think right here, I think this is where we're testing the original breakout of the channel. So these numbers that it's going down to that are within the channel are only important because they test that original breakout.
We've gone down to 30,000 and came back up from here.
But what if this is just a cat ass down and we got to come to 56.5? You gonna jump out?
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna hold on to a falling knife. If it turns around there, I can always get back in. Oh, you've been streaming? Sorry.